Good morning.
Here we are cooking with Carmel.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So the first thing I want to say at the very beginning of this is please join us for Black Friday because we are going to be doing some live events. We're going to have lots of stuff to give away, including this box right here from Bees Rubs. It's got a caramel from Carmel Kitchen in it, but it also has a lot of stuff from in the Northwest to give away. This is a $65 value. That's just one of the really awesome things that we have that we're going to be giving away on Friday. So look out for us live all day on Black Friday.
Awesome. Yes, that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm Stephanie. I am the owner of Carmel Kitchen, and this is Elizabeth.
Hi.
Our Carmel Jedi.
Yes, I am.
So, okay, this morning we are going to make, I don't know if you get our recipes every week. Every Monday I send out a new recipe, and yesterday's was a chocolate caramel silk pie. And for those of you who are not a fruit or a pumpkin lover for Thanksgiving, this is a chocolate alternative for their dessert.
And it looks so delicious.
It is really rich. It's really good. It's creamy and chocolatey, and there's like no shortage of the bold chocolate flavor.
And I'm going to take the pies back with me to the shop at Carmel Kitchen. So if you are a local, come in and buy a pie, buy a piece of pie. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So okay. So this is not a difficult recipe, but it does have a lot of moving parts. So and it's going to mess up a lot of dishes in your kitchen. So just fair warning, but it's going to be worth it. So to get started, we're going to make our Oreo crust and in a pie pan. And so right here, I've got I'm going to do this backwards, so let's see how well I do. I've got 20 Oreo cookies, sandwich cookies. This is the great thing about this recipe. If you've got someone in your family who's gluten-free, this is the only thing in the recipe that has gluten in it, and you can easily swap them out for the Glutino brand of Oreos that they sell, and now you have a totally gluten-free, delicious cake or pie to serve for Thanksgiving. And my daughter, for a while, she was gluten-free, and she loved those, and she couldn't really tell a difference, so it's a great alternative for making Oreo crusts gluten-free. Okay, so it's gonna get noisy here for a minute.
Yay.
We're gonna turn this on. Yeah, sorry, we can't edit this out. Not loud anyway. So we're pulsing this until we have fine crunch. Let's see, there's a few holdouts in there. Does it perfectly at home. As soon as it goes on live, it gets, stage fright. Doesn't want to. Okay, pretty good. So we're gonna add to that three tablespoons of melted butter, and then we're gonna continue to pulse until it's all incorporated. So we're gonna just pour that right in there. Oop, that goes back in there. And then we're just gonna turn this on again and just get it all mixed together. Okay, I'll finish mixing it in the pie pan.
Putting it all together. And for those of you that do not have a food processor mixer, in the past, whenever I've had to do stuff like this, I've double bagged Oreos and stuff in Ziploc bags and then just stepped on it.
I was totally gonna say the same thing. Yeah. I had a rolling pin.
Yeah.
And I just beat
so
the heck out of it.
You don't always need a food processor and stuff like that to get this kind of stuff done.
No, you do not. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour my crumbs in here. And to tell you the truth, I actually prefer to add my crumbs to a bowl and then pour the butter on it and mix it in, because that always happens to me that the butter sticks to one spot and then it doesn't incorporate everywhere else. But maybe it's time for an upgrade to a new food processor. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna just finish mixing this and getting it all incorporated, and then I'm going to press it into the sides of the pan, the cake plate, and along the bottom and up the sides to make a good crust. And then I'm gonna bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes.
Yeah. So while she's doing that, I want to invite everybody to share our live video right now, and you will get an entry into our caramel giveaway that we will do live next week. I've got everybody's names in here that shared our live vendors event, that shared our last week's live, and anybody that did any reviews. This week we're asking people to be a little bit more on point with their reviews. We're asking for Google reviews this week, so if you will go and give us a review on our Google page, you will get entered into this nice bowl next week. Your name will be in here, and we will draw for free caramel. We'll get a hold of you and see what kind of caramel you love, and shipping and everything is on us.
Yes. Okay, so I have it down there, and then what I like to do along the sides is I just take my hands and I just crimp it along the sides to just get it nice and stuck. And give it another little pat down, and it's good to go in the oven. So I'll put that in, and then we'll move on to the next step.
Yay. So I'm going to answer the question for those of you that have never seen us live before. What is Carmel Kitchen? So we are a small business located in northern Idaho, and we make all natural caramel sauces like these right here. This is what our 10.25 bottles look like. We make all natural caramel sauces, so we don't use any preservatives. There's no gluten in our products, there's no nuts, and there is definitely no corn syrup. So we make caramel the old-fashioned way, and it is absolutely delicious and the perfect gift for anybody whenever you're looking for a gift for those hard-to-buy people. You can buy them some caramel, and they will love it.
They will. And consumables are one of the best gifts you can give people these days, especially those hard to shop for, people who have everything, because most people, like my husband, sees it and gets it, and I'm like,
yeah.
dang it.
Yeah.
Now what do I get you?
Yeah.
So.
And I know in my family, we bond over food. It's, you know, like with me and my husband, me and my kids, me and my mom and dad, like food is a huge thing for all of us. It's what we enjoy. I mean, it's just something that we've bonded over our whole lives. So.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bring it to the table.
Absolutely.
Okay. So this next step, actually, do you want to
Move
put
this?
that over there? And
Absolutely.
I'm going to transfer this over here because this is our next phase. We're going to start making the filling. So while that's baking, we're going to turn on our little stove top here. And I've got a pan, and I've got 1 1/3 cups of sugar that's going to go in the pan or my pot, and I'm going to crack 4 eggs into it. See if I can get it without any shells this time. And we're going to cook this mixture, stirring it pretty consistently until it reaches about 160 degrees, or it coats the back of a spoon. So I'll show you what that looks like when we get to that point of it being done, so you'll have a visual of how long it's cooked for and what it should look like. So I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit because I don't want to overcook it. And I'm just going to continue to whisk this. And it's probably going to take a few minutes to get this cooked to the consistency that we need it to, or to the doneness that it needs to be.
Perfect. So while she's getting that going, I'm going to invite anybody that is a retailer that is watching our lives or that is interested in our products to go to our website at www.carmelkitchen.com and apply to be a distributor or a wholesaler for our product. If you've got a store that our products would fit great into, then reach out to us. We're getting applications from all over the country right now, and it is really exciting, and we just want to partner up with anybody that we can. So
yeah, it's exciting, especially since we usually travel a lot, and in the summer months to go to festivals and whatnots, and art festivals and art shows and craft events. And since we haven't been able to due to COVID, a lot of you haven't been able to get out to get our caramel sauce where you would normally get it from.
Yeah.
And so we invite you, stores out there, to start carrying it, because there are people that have it. They call us and they email us
Yes.
weekly and daily saying, where are you locally? So
Yeah.
we're like, we're trying to get into as many places as we can, because it's a great product to carry. It's a
Yeah.
unique gift, and it's something that it's good for the whole family.
Yep, absolutely. And if you're a corporation that doesn't sell food items and stuff like that, we also offer corporate prices. So if you want to buy all of your employees some gifts or anything like that, then reach out to us as well. You can email hello@carmelkitchen.com and ask for those corporate prices, and we will gladly help you out so that you can get a good deal, so that you can share our caramel with everybody, and everybody's happy.
Hey,
Yeah.
happy employees.
Yes, absolutely. I know that everybody that works at Caramel Kitchen is always happy because we get to, eat all this delicious stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you want to do that while we're...
Yeah, I will. I will do the caramel drying right now. So that
This is
everybody.
for last week's
Yes.
entries for everyone, and we thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing. I've been blown away by how many views we've been getting in just our short amount of time that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't expect. I expected like maybe 10,
Right?
15. I'm like,
Yeah.
woo, got 20. I'm like, wow, this is fun.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
So the winner this week is Loy Felix.
Isn't that funny?
Yes, my mother. She shares all of our videos, and she writes reviews all the time. So thank you, mother. I will bring you some caramel for.
And just so
Thanksgiving
you
dinner.
know, her name was not the only one in the
No,
bowl.
there's a lot of names in there. Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yes, it is.
Hey, Lloyd, we love you.
Yes, thank you, Lloyd.
She is a huge supporter of us, and
Yes, she is.
she couldn't be more deserving of it.
Yep, and this is actually I put on everyone which they shared or review, and this one was for sharing our live vendor event that we did on Friday. And I also want to give congratulations to Jessica Lockridge. Everybody that ordered from that event was entered into a drawing, and Jessica Lockridge ordered from Caramel Kitchen. She ordered 2 gift boxes, and she won $200 from that online vendors event. So I just want to tell you congratulations and thank you for ordering from Caramel Kitchen, and enjoy your $200.
And thank you for all the other vendors that participated in that event.
Yeah.
There's some pretty neat people all doing some amazing stuff out there.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
this is just a super great way to help other small businesses get the word out, and especially, cutting into the holidays.
Yeah, especially for us,
Great.
since even this weekend we had an event that got canceled because of the rising COVID numbers. So, for us to be able to participate in that kind of stuff, to be online, and to, for people to be ordering from us, we really appreciate it. So thank you for that invitation, Caitlin, so that we could be a part of that. And if there's any more online events out there, we're definitely a vendor that wants to take part in it. So.
All right, so we are just about there, and I'm going to show you, see if this is, so you can see that it is thick enough to coat the back of the spoon. So I'm going to remove this from the heat, turn that off and move it back, and I'm going to pour it into the bowl here. Oh, and move the spoon. And if you can see that, it's just basically really, yep, there's the spoon that fell in. Really creamy, like pale yellow is
Yep.
what it turned out to be. That's it.
Yeah.
And so into this now, this mixture, this is what's going to be our chocolate mixture. This is going to be the chocolatey part of the filling. I've pre-melted 10 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. So it's really dark cocoa, and I'm only gonna pour a little bit in right now, and I'm just kind of temper this a little bit so that it doesn't seize up on me. And then I'm just gonna continue to pour this in and mix it all together.
So while she is mixing that in, I just want to let everybody know that our small jars of salted and bourbon are now readily available, and you can order them on our website. Yay! Thank you to all of my team that helped me whip that out all weekend. I appreciate it. So now everybody that's been waiting for those stocking stuffers, get your jars ordered and get them in your stockings.
Absolutely. Start getting your list checked off ahead of time so you can relax and enjoy and have time to bake
Yeah.
yummy goodies full
Join us
of
live and bake what
caramel
we're
sauce.
making.
That's right.
Yeah.
And next week's going to be a lot of fun because Elizabeth's kids are going to be joining us, and we're going to have a real fun, hands-on activity that the kids get to be a part of. So I am super excited to have them here in the kitchen.
Yeah, I haven't even told them yet because Malia, you know, she's almost 7, but just, you know, 5 minutes seems like 2 hours to her. So if I tell her too far ahead of time, she's going to keep asking me about it over and over again. And so I'm not going to tell her until the day before.
The morning of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in with the chocolate mixture, I'm going to pour in 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Yeah, definitely need vanilla with chocolate.
Yeah. Match made in heaven. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to get that all nice incorporated. So this needs to cool slightly. It just needs to be just barely warm before we incorporate it with our next step. But you can see that it's just gooey chocolate yumminess right here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, and filling is totally safe to eat because the eggs are cooked thoroughly. So you don't have to worry about any salmonella or that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside while I let it cool for a minute. And then I'm gonna move this out of the way, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. And this is where it's gonna get its really like lusciousness, creaminess from, and this, because we all know butter makes everything better.
Yes.
So this part goes like this. I have 10 ounces of softened butter in my bowl, and I'm just gonna whip these until it's really light and fluffy. So it's gonna get loud again. Sorry, this is a loud episode.
Yeah.
No two ways about it.
It's all right. You do things the real way, the live way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be loud in your house too.
Yeah. So I also want to let everybody know that shipping is priority out of our shop. So orders that come in, we try to get them out the same day. If it's not the same day, then it's definitely within 3 to 5 days. So orders come quickly, they come priority, and so I still recommend getting your orders in for Christmas as soon as possible, but if you do have time, we do ship priority, and if there ever is any problems with shipping, we take care of it immediately and get everything sorted out for them.
I did get a notification from the post office that did say that they are expecting larger than normal volumes for shipment this year, just because a lot of people are not traveling, and they recommended that you ship sooner than later. So if you do plan on ordering, now is a good time to do that. I probably wouldn't do it much past the second week of December.
Yeah.
I would probably put that as your cutoff date to make sure we have enough time to get to you and you have enough time to receive it, or the person you're sending it to has enough time to receive it. Because you can ship directly to whoever you want to gift it to, and you can include a nice little note, and you can personalize it, and we'll say whatever you want to say to them, and we'll add that to their package.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we write notes with all of the orders that come in anyways. So sending a note to your loved one it's not at all going out of the way for us. So please, there's a little box at the end whenever you put in an order, and you can put a note in there. So just let us know if you want us to send your loved one a note, and we will get that out for you.
Okay, so I've got my butter here. It's pretty well whipped, and for the sake of time, I have already some chocolate filling that has cooled that I made ahead of time that we'll go ahead and add. Oh, I need to put those back on because I'm not done whipping that.
Okay, I will hold these for her.
I got ahead of myself. So this is the same chocolate filling I made. I've done that before. Just butter splatters.
Yeah, cooking with caramel.
Cooking live.
Yep.
Real live, folks. So I'm going to do a little bit of this at a time in, like we did before, adding it, and I got to get my whipper back up here. I'm going to add that. So this doesn't have to be as loud because I can go at a lower pace with this. Okay.
So one of the most commonly asked questions that we get is how long will the caramel last for? So we recommend eating your caramel sauce within 6 months of opening it. It is shelf stable, so you can keep it in a nice cool place in the pantry or the cupboard. It will last longer if you keep it in the fridge, but it is not required.
No, and you will want to take it out of the fridge and leave it at room temperature or zap it in the microwave or a warm water bath for a few seconds to soften it in order to get it to pour, to squeeze back out of the bottle.
Yeah. It's not that it gets hard, but it's definitely
Thick.
Yes, thick is how I would describe it.
Doesn't get solid.
No.
And leaving it out of the in the cupboard or out at room temperature, it will not crystallize like honey.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about, oh, if I leave it out, is it going to get crystally? No, our product does not crystallize. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. Which leads me to my next most commonly asked question whenever our product separates. People call a lot and they want to know if it has gone bad. It has not. We don't use any preservatives, so with some flavors more often than others, some separation will happen, and you can definitely just pop that in some warm water or in the microwave and just shake it to reincorporate it. It is totally fine. It's just because we don't use any preservatives.
Yep. No preservatives, no emulsifiers, nothing like that. Okay, I'm going to give this a quick whip. This is probably going to take probably to get real nice and fluffy. It's going to take about 4 to 5 minutes just to double in size and get real light and pale. And
yeah, so I'll go over. I want to invite everybody again to join us on Black Friday. I think that I'm going to do multiple lives throughout the day. We're going to be having events. We're going to be having giveaways. We've got a lot of awesome local and non-local things to be giving away. This Northwest gift box right here from these rubs we have. This is a $65 value. Yeah, I will just lift it up and show you guys. Okay, yeah. So this is what it looks like. It's a $65 value, and it's got, of course, one of our most beloved salted caramels in here. It also has some local honey. Yeah. Everything in here is from the Northwest, so it's a great gift. This is some big time barbecue Bees Rubs mix. There's some more Bees Rubs mix. This is the Santa Maria rub, yay. And then here's some huckleberry popcorn. I was looking at this on the website and it just looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, they make this with huckleberries from in the Northwest and cover the popcorn with it. And then there's some sweet onion mustard from Walla Walla with those sweet onions that they've got there. Some classic chocolate covered cherries. Yes, I think these are from, I did see where these were from, somewhere in Washington, Eastern Washington, yep. This also has no preservatives, no sulfates, no artificial anything. And then we've got some coffee. Some seasonal, small batch, handcrafted fuel for conversations. Yeah, awesome. So like I said, this is a $65 value right here. This is one of the many things that we're going to be giving away for our Black Friday events. We're going to be having great prices and stuff like that. We want to help cater to everybody that doesn't want to go out and, you know, take risks with the coronavirus and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing all of this stuff on Black Friday. So please join us on Black Friday to take part in all of this stuff. I actually wanted to grab one of these from the shop this morning so that I could go over this. I went over this in my online vendor event, and this is a what to put it on card. One of these comes with every order that goes through our shop. These colored ones are for gift boxes and stuff like that. But this also has our best caramel recipe on it. And it's got all of our flavors on it. So if anybody's ever wondering, like, well, what would I use a whole bottle of caramel sauce for? We've got tons of ideas on this card. And we also have a ton of recipes on our website at caramelkitchen.com. So there's never a lack of wondering, what do I put caramel sauce on? Because we already know what you can put it on. Most popular thing in my house is a spoon or a finger. So
that's right. Or it's so handy, you just kind of squeeze it into your mouth too.
Yep.
We had for a while there, we had names on our bottles of caramel sauces because our kids would squeeze it in their mouth and we're like, okay, great. I guess that's the way you claim it.
Yeah.
Like, it's yours now.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so this is gotten really creamy, and I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at it, but it has an incredible sheen to it, and I think that butter just makes it shiny and almost velvety looking.
Yeah.
It is.
Looks like another thing that I just want to put my finger in and put in my mouth.
You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna wash these beaters real quick, and then we're gonna do the final, probably the final step and the last step are really they're the same thing. It's making whipped cream. One batch of whipped cream, we're going to fold the chocolate into the whipped cream. The last batch of whipped cream is the final topping for the pie. So I'm gonna rinse these off real quick, and then we'll make the whipped cream and start to assemble.
Perfect. So once again, I'm gonna let you guys know that if you share this video, you will get an entry into our next week's caramel giveaway. We are also offering entries for reviews on our Google website. We are relying on reviews tremendously right now since we are not able to be out and about and sampling our products. We are relying on all of you guys who love us so much to give us those good reviews so that people that don't know us, that have never had our stuff before, can see those reviews and understand like what the taste of amazing really is. So please get those reviews in, and I will do the drawing every week on our live. So please, please, please put your reviews in, and then you'll get to choose your favorite caramel sauce, and we will ship it to you on us.
Awesome. Okay, so for this step, I've got this over here. I'm gonna set this aside so we're not tempted to eat it with our fingers.
yeah, just to let you know that it's probably tempting over live too, but in real life it's like,
The struggle is
yeah,
real.
it is.
So in here, I am pouring in 1.5 cups of heavy cream. And so we're gonna whip this bad boy up. We're gonna add some goodness to it to make it even better than pure whipped cream, which there are a few things in this world that are better than whipped cream.
It's true.
So in goes my whipped cream. And I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And I am going to add about 2 tablespoons worth of our chocolate caramel sauce.
Yeah, if you've not ever had our chocolate caramel sauce before, it tastes like brownie batter. It's one of the many favorites in my home, but I know it's the favorite of my kids especially.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's my husband's. That and bourbon are my husband's 2 favorites. Okay, so we're just gonna whip this up again. Sorry, it's gonna get loud again. It's just the nature of our dish today. Yep.
Learning how to talk loudly is not an issue that I've ever had. I can talk loud. So today what we are making, for anybody that has joined us recently and you don't know what we're doing right here, we are making a chocolate caramel silk pie. This is a great dish that you guys can use for Thanksgiving next week. If you want to make something delicious and chocolatey, this is your go-to.
Yeah. Of course, we had to make it ahead of time.
Yeah.
It was good enough for y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah. And anybody that is local here around here, I will have this pie in the cup with me. So if you want a piece, come in and see me, and I will gladly give you some chocolate pie.
what's that? This is yet another thing that you can put your finger in.
Yep, I know. Basically, I mean, everything that we do at Caramel Kitchen, we do by hand. Whenever we're making all of these delicious caramel sauces, we are doing it by hand, the labeling, the bottling, everything we do. So, we use 5 simple ingredients for our caramel sauce. We don't use any preservatives, no gluten, no nuts. I mean, it's pretty basic. Sugar, butter, vanilla, cream, oh, and salt, yeah.
Yum. Okay. like a cloud. It's like eating a cloud. And
And that's exactly what it looks like. It looks so good.
Vanilla and stuff spot. Okay, so here you go. Heavy peaks. So you can tell that it's not liquidy anymore. So this is exactly how we want our caramel or our whipped cream to be. And what we are going to do is, hoping this is cooled down enough. We are going to fold the chocolate into the whipped cream. So, and we do this a little bit at a time, and you never want to stir when you're folding anything into whipped cream. You want to fold. Exactly what it says. You don't whisk it, otherwise you're going to lose the integrity of the whipped cream. So you want to just gently fold and incorporate. So this does take a few minutes to do, but it's worth it because this is what gives it that light and airiness of like the moussey texture that we're looking for.
Yum.
And I'll just take a little bit more and just slowly keep incorporating it and folding it in.
Yeah. So I'm gonna invite anybody that is new with us right now to please share our video. Give us a comment, let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, do we have anyone that says, give a shout out, say, hey, where are you watching from? And
yeah. Oh, I see Bob Stifler is watching. That's my uncle from Pennsylvania.
Hey.
Hi, Bob.
Welcome.
Yeah, Uncle Bobby. Good to see you. So I wonder if my grandma's watching with Uncle Bobby.
Well, my grandma's not here, so your grandma should be watching. We need one grandma represented.
Right? I know. Grandma Mutta, we love you so much.
Your grandma's watching online.
Oh, grandma is watching online. Oh, so you see,
both
grandma
grandmas
is with us.
Yes.
Oh, and my Aunt Diane, this is like a family affair.
Right?
Big shout out to family support because we are a family business.
Yep.
And without our families, we would not be here.
Yep, and my best friend Amber Lynn is also watching. Thank you, Amber, for their support. Love you so much.
Go, Amber.
Yes.
We love Amber.
Yes.
It's funny, my husband, when the gals from UGM were in the shop, and this is before we kind of got to know everyone, he would come up with nicknames for everyone. Amber's was Red.
Well,
She's got beautiful red hair.
yes, she does.
I used to call Porsche.
Okay, we're almost done incorporating it in. And you can see that it's starting to just get really
It looks delicious.
yummy.
Like,
you could bathe in it.
yes,
Like,
it really, I mean,
give me a spoon.
yes. Kind of like our ice cream. If you guys have not had our ice cream before, you should definitely stop in the shop and try it.
Speaking of which, I brought some
Oh, you did?
because I wanted to show everyone that here's here local. I had some with a piece of pumpkin pie the other day.
Oh,
Fabulous.
yes.
It would be the perfect companion to anything you're serving for Thanksgiving, whether it be an apple pie, salted
Yeah.
caramel ice cream with apple pie. Come
It
on,
is,
y'all.
yeah, it is very delicious.
Pumpkin pie, it was fabulous. You can do a pecan pie, anything. I think caramel is the flavor of fall. It's like it's that little.
I think caramel is the flavor of all year round.
Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, all this fall baking, I'm like, what doesn't caramel go with?
Right,
I'm like,
absolutely.
it goes literally with everything that is in season right now.
Yeah. One of the girls that is working at the shop right now, she just started a couple of weeks ago, and she had bought a ice cream to take home, and she was going to give it to somebody else, and then that person didn't end up showing up for her visit, so she said she started eating it and she could not stop. And then I said, listen, that has happened to me many times. So,
It is true. Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
it
like,
is.
oh, I'm just going to take a bite.
Yep. Yeah. We partnered with Lopez Creamery over in Anacortes, and they also do everything handcrafted over there. So it was just like the perfect
Yes.
mix for their handcrafted ice cream and our handcrafted caramel. And what came out of that is deliciously amazing. I mean,
it is truly
yeah,
spectacular.
it is.
Yeah. We've gotten so many comments that said it is by hands down the best salted caramel ice cream they've ever had.
Yep,
So-
absolutely. And I even gave a guarantee at the farmers markets this last summer that if it's not, then we'll give you your money back. And guess what? Nobody came back for their money. So.
And they came back and bought more ice cream.
Yes, they absolutely did. Every week they were there buying more ice cream.
Okay, so now is assembly time. So we have our baked crust, and it's deliciously chocolate. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take our espresso caramel sauce, and I am going to coat the bottom of the pan.
Yum.
I mean, look how fun that looks. Doesn't that just look fun?
Yeah.
I mean, could you just serve that with just curly cues? I mean,
Yep. Espresso with chocolate is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
The espresso caramel sauce. Anything that's with chocolate with brownies, or so I can just
Yeah. Like we were talking about last week, like you can't do this with the bottle.
with jars. Yes.
So can't make fun designs
Yeah.
all over the bottom of your pie plan.
Yes.
So I'm going to take a spatula now. Let me grab out of forgot to grab that out of the drawer. Let me grab that real quick.
Okay. And for anybody that missed it, we do have salted and bourbon jars that are now available on our website. That goes for wholesalers too. I know a lot of retailers were wanting to know when they would be able to order those again, and it is up for business.
Okay, so I'm just taking the offset spatula and I'm just smoothing it out so that there's a nice thick layer on the bottom of our pan. And if you find any light spots, then you can just, like right there,
Yeah. We can't have one spot without
can't
caramel.
have a bite without caramel, because that's not the bite I want.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So do unto others, right?
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't want that bite. I want the bite with lots of caramel.
Yeah.
Okay, so that smells real good too. Love the smell of the espresso.
It always smells good here whenever we're doing these lives. I'm always like,
I know. Okay, so we've got, if you can see that, we've got our layer on the bottom of our pan. And the next part we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop. This is like so good. We're gonna just scoop this and pile it in here.
yum.
So we're gonna pour the whole thing in, and it's gonna just be this huge piled high mound of chocolatey awesomeness.
Wow.
I think we're gonna start creating our own words here.
Yeah. Might as well.
So at this stage, when you've got the chocolate like this put on your pie, it can be made up in advance up to 2 days. So at this step, you can just like tuck it away and be like 95% of the way done with your dessert for Thursday. And I'm just gonna take this, take that one. Take a spoon real quick and just spoon it off here, and I'll spread it around. So I'm just gonna even this out a little bit so that it covers the whole pie.
Wow. And this whole thing we also did with just simple ingredients, so.
It really, it does not have, there's not a lot of ingredients. It's basically sugar, eggs, cream, chocolate, a little bit of vanilla, and some caramel sauce.
Yeah, just make sure you get your orders in for your chocolate caramel sauce and your espresso caramel sauce so that you can make this for Thanksgiving.
That's right. Okay, so just like this, set aside, and you've got the beginnings of a really delicious pie for Thanksgiving. I recommend that you chill this for about 6 hours or so before you add the final whipped cream topping. It allows the chocolate a time to set and really just get nice and firm. But for the sake of our show today, we're just gonna finish it off. So you can see what the final product looks like. So I've got another chilled bowl of for the whipped cream, and I've got another cup of whipped cream, or heavy cream, and I need one more spatula. Okay, here we go. So I've got one more cream to put in here, one more cup. This is a cup of cream. And in with this cup of cream, I am going to put in 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar and 2 more tablespoons of our chocolate caramel sauce.
Yum.
So it's going to be almost exactly like what we did for the previous whipped cream. There's just not as much because we don't need it to go as far. But the ingredients are the same as far as the powdered sugar, and a little less powdered sugar because it's a little less cream. So I've got about 2 tablespoons of chocolate caramel sauce in there. And we're just gonna do one final whip it up and put the final touches on the pie.
Yeah. So this is getting loud again. I'm gonna ask again for people to share. I'm gonna ask for people to go and get your Google reviews in for Caramel Kitchen so that we can get you into that weekly drawing for free caramel. And thank you everybody for all of the reviews that you guys have been giving us and for all of the participation. Thank you guys so much. Like, this has turned into more than I ever thought that it would be, and we've gotten so much support, and I love the phone calls that come in from the customers that have been seeing us online, and you know, it's just like, I mean, it makes our hearts so happy that, you know, that you guys love us as much as we love you.
That's a great shout out to Elizabeth. I mean, if it weren't for her, we wouldn't be doing this because, quite honestly, I'm like behind the scenes type person, and she's just pushing me out of my comfort zone tremendously. So, but I have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, and I've been doing a lot of fun.
I'm learning a lot, and like I said a couple weeks ago, if you guys have suggestions, if you have a recipe that you want to see us try and make, we love your ideas. Leave us a comment and say, hey, you guys, you can make this, and I'll be like,
Yeah, definitely. We love interaction with our customers, you know, like, honestly, I love it whenever I find a note that goes out of the shop and I put my email on there, and I'll get emails back from customers that, you know, they're just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the kind words and stuff, but really, thank you guys, you know, like, it makes my day whenever I do get those emails back from you guys, but it's just thank you guys so much, because we wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys, so,
yeah, for sure. And throughout this whole COVID thing, I swear we have the best customers. You
Yeah.
guys have kept us going, and
absolutely.
it's really a blessing to us, to our families.
Yeah.
You know, it makes a difference. Every single one of you makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And whenever the shutdowns were happening and everything else, it was like, I mean, a minimum of 3 orders every day. Like, we, you know, that was whenever we were first really getting our toes wet into being, you know, like online and stuff. So the online orders just kept coming and coming, and I mean, they continue to keep coming, and we're so thankful for that. So thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for your continued support. It's truly amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're down to the final assembly. So here's my chocolatey whipped cream, and once again, I want to eat it with a spoon. I'm just going to spoon it on the top, and this is why it's kind of nice that your chocolate's set a little bit, because as I'm pressing this down, your chocolate won't move, and this one's jiggling just a little bit. But if it's in the fridge for a few hours, it's going to be nice and hard and set, so it's not gonna. You're not going to interfere with.
It smells so good.
This smells really good.
So while we're getting that topping on there, today we are going to give a shout out to Eureka over in Helena, Montana. They were previously called Wildflower. They're located on Last Chance Gulch in Helena, Montana. And we just want to thank you so much, because we appreciate that you reached out to us and that you became a retailer, and you've been shouting us out. So we're going to shout you out today. So if you are watching from Montana, you're anywhere near Helena, go and check their store out.
Absolutely. Yeah, we love Montana.
Yeah,
I mean,
all of our retailers over there are awesome.
They really are.
Yeah.
Just Montana in general.
Yeah.
Is pretty
Well, all of our
awesome.
retailers everywhere are awesome, but the conversations that I have with, you know, they'll just call me up, and it's like, you know, I've never met them, but we know each other personally, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're friends now.
Yeah, exactly.
friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to be careful so this doesn't fall off the plate like the French toasted. But this is basically what it looks like, and you can serve it like that, but it's better with more caramel sauce on it. So I like to finish it off with a little bit of just crisscrosses of chocolate caramel. So I'll just start and just
Yum.
zigzag my way down.
Looks great. And again, please join us on Black Friday. We're going to be live on our page doing giveaways and having special deals for everyone that does not want to leave their home and wants to do all of their shopping online. We are going to give you that option to do call-in orders and to order off of our website. And we've got lots of stuff to give away, and we're really excited about Black Friday. So,
All right. Okay, so here you go. That
Yum.
just makes it that more appetizing and makes me want to have a piece.
yeah.
So again, put this in the fridge. This is fresh whipped cream, so you want to wait to add that layer of whipped cream until you're before you're going to be serving it. Several hours is fine in advance. I made this cake over the weekend, pie I should say, over the weekend, and the integrity of the whipped cream held until last night, and when my daughter took it to youth group and they ate it all within minutes. So it will hold up. It's just better if it's at the end and it's its best.
Yeah.
It's freshest. So there you go.
Yeah.
It had a lot of steps. It was a little bit noisy. If you can see, you can't see, but this side of the kitchen is full of dishes that we get to wash. But really, it is worth it. It's a great chocolate alternative to have for birthdays, not just for Thanksgiving. This would be great for Christmas too. So it's just a really great recipe to have in your file for those times where you want something super chocolatey or you want to serve to a special guest that are coming over, or one of your kids or your husband or yourself is having a birthday.
And I mean, we did all this. I'm not sure what time we're at right now, but I don't think we're over 40 minutes. So
Yeah, about 45.
Yeah,
About 45.
45 minutes.
45 minutes you have an absolutely decadent dessert that's
and it looks really, really good. So.
so thank you so much
Yes.
for hanging out with us today. We went a little longer than normal, but we just thank you for sticking with us and watching. And
Yep, thanks for being here every week. Like I said, we appreciate the support so much. So thanks, guys. Get to share and write those Google reviews. We'll see you next week at 10.
okay, thanks.